Now what is actually input for this MIS? Information from the TP, that is transaction processing system. It is generated after the operation is carried out. Output is hard or soft copy of reports. This is the output of your MIS management information system. Now which reports it can be displayed? Like scheduled reports, on-demand reports, key indicators, and exception reports. What is the schedule report? What is the time plan of your actual operations? Or what is the on-demand reports? For immediate purpose, for the instance, for the, you suppose there is accident in your organization, so it should be create a report for that particular condition. So it can be a on-demand report. A requirement of your organization can be on-demand report. Then key indicator means your business fundamentals, how you achieve your actual goal. So there are different report strategies are executed. Exception reports means what are the errors, what are the problems with your organization. Suppose there is a lack of raw material, so it can be under your this exception report one. So basically the input for your MIS is information from transaction processing system, and output is nothing but the different kinds of the report one. Now there are different perspectives where MIS can be used. First one is, we have seen here the first way or first application of this MIS is a financial MIS one. So here it will be integrated information from multiple sources like function like costing, auditing, and funds management. This kind of the MIS can be useful for the payrolls in organization, where it integrate the information like employees ID, name, experience, basic salary, then what are TA, DA regarding that employees, and finally they can calculate the basic actual salary of that employees one. So here they focus on the costing, the funds management, and the auditing of this. With this we can give the second example, ki how can you predict the price of your atom or the product. So that will be depend upon the raw material used, human resources used, and time period required for that manipulation or the manufacturing of that product. Then you can decide the final price. So that is nothing but the costing. That is the example under the costing. That is a financial MIS. Then regarding the manufacturing perspective of MIS, here it focus on designing, engineering, master production scheduling, inventory control, materials planning, manufacturing and process control, and quality control. So here there are different phases they include over here. Ki how your raw material comes in the organization, then manufacture the actual product, where it should be a MIS provide the information about raw material, who will be used that raw material, which intermediate product is created, who is going to be handle that particular raw material, that is again the inventory control, material planning, how it is will be used, in which parts or in which department, how much quantity is there, and how that converted raw material into the actual product. Suppose it is like bicycle or your computer system. So suppose it is a computer system, the raw material will be like different ICs are there, motherboard is there, okay, CPUs for the CPU construction, and finally the quality control. After the making of that product, is it a that product is the actual satisfy your all requirements. So these all phases, these all parts will be again considered in your manufacturing MIS. Regarding the marketing, they first go for the market research, that is a web-based market research and pricing. So they find out the different ways for the marketing one, which will be give the more profit, and how it will be used, this marketing aspect, to decide your price or to get maximum profit from that particular product, from that sale. Next one is like human resources and accounting one. How can you use the MIS in human resources? Here also be MIS is useful to store the information about the employees, map your requirement, your organization requirement. Like suppose they require the employees of 10 years experience in the production department. So it will be map or it will be compare that information with the resume which are provided by other employees or the other applicants. So here the information is stored for regarding the human resources, that is the requirement of your organization and the information gathered from that applicants. And if it is of same, if I am matching, then they will be go for the next step, that recruitment of that particular human. Similarly for the appraisals also, the human resources in human resources MIS can be used. So there are different ways, different areas where MIS can be used in organization. In summary, MIS is nothing but the information system which is used for the decision making, and there are be a input from TPS, and finally the output in the form of reports. There are it can be used for the financial purpose, it can be used for the marketing, it can be used for the human resource. Okay, this is a actual end of your functional perspective of your MIS. We already have seen the introduction of information system. That we move further for the introduction of MI, that is management information system. Now next part is the manager functions regarding the MIS. So here the different functions of managers like planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling, then management pyramid. So here first one we will see the manager functions. We start with the actual managers. So where managers works in the organization. Nowadays organization is nothing but coordinated social units are the composed of 2 or more people that functions on relatively continuous basis to achieve the common goal and set of goals. So we already have seen the concept regarding the system. System is nothing but, or any organization is nothing but group of number of different components or the resources which work together to achieve a common goal. So this is called as the organization. And what actual manager do in that organization? The manager is nothing but like administrators, individuals who achieve the goals through the people. Means they are not going to actually work to achieve the goal, but they are motivated. They are going to be use the people to work out for that particular goal. So here the activities like make decisions, allocate resources to that human people, the direct activities of others to attain the goals. So these are the activities of your managers.